Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Anytime she goes away.
Okay, so it's 2019, April, Sunday, and we just managed to pull this shit off in one day. Huh? Is that true? Yes, that's true. I had to make a music video in just one day, including flamethrowers, smoke machines, and a big fucking whistle. And all of it because of a mistake. And oh, by the way, that's me crouching in the back of the car. Yes, that's me. Wanna know why? Yes, you want. Run the cringe vlog music. Okay, that's enough. So, before we jump into how the music video was created, and also why I had to do it in just one day, I think we should go back and see how the actual track was made. Because it's a banger. Okay, so the funny thing is that this track was actually made from a spin the wheel challenge. I just took a bunch of EDM genres, put it in a wheel, named it EDM Wheel of Doom. Sorry. And spun it. I'd never made bass house before, so this was a bit of a challenge. But after doing some googling, I started by adding a kick. Later on, added a bass. Wait, don't go. Yes, I know. Some of you might have noticed that this is the track from my How to Make a Bass House track video. And I won't go over the whole track, I will just summarize it pretty quick. But if you wanna see the whole video, link is in the description. Okay, so the main beat consists of claps, snare drums, kick bass, some vocals, and a lot of distortion. And now we reached one of the track's main components, and also why the track is called the whistle. It's actually a whistle sample. And the second main component is actually a vocal shout. It's from a track called The Whistle, and I think some of you might have heard of it. Right before the drop, they shout, "Can you blow my whistle?" And I thought it was funny to take "Can you blow my?" and then introduce the whistle sample. Yeah, you get it, So here's the final track with its components. Which actually leads us into the next part of this video. How I made the video. Wait a minute, what about the mistake I mentioned earlier? Oh, I'm glad you asked. So basically, when I was done with the track and was about to upload it to Spotify and iTunes and so, I accidentally clicked the wrong date for the release. Okay, so the date was 1st of April. I planned to release it at the end of April, but I accidentally clicked to release it on the 15th of April. And since I had a lot of projects going on, there was only one day available to record this music video. I kinda stressed out. Run the video for f***'s sake! Finally had the good stuff. So, when I realized I had to do the music video in just one day, I only had some visions for the music video in my head, but there was no manuscript or anything. So I contacted my most craziest friends to come up with something on the spot. Joel and Olle. And trust me, they are crazy.
Du sitter i en stol och sen innan droppet så springer Olle runt naken där inne och bara det hade fan varit kul att filma naken så bakom och springer med stjärten typ.
So the day before shooting, I actually went to my garage and found out that we had a smoke machine, as well as some big lights in different colors. I thought it might be cool to use them in the music video, so I basically took all the cool equipment I was able to find. I had the vision of an industrial place as the location of shooting, and I happened to know a guy who owned a big industrial location, and he was kind enough to let us record there for a day. Thank you, Marcus. We packed out the car and started sorting and rigging up all the stuff. But hey, where did that lamp come from? And yes, that's a great question. Because before this, I did some preparation. First, I went to the store and bought a bunch of fruits. Then I found the lamp and I bought some spray cans. gold and silver. Then I sprayed a flute and the fruits. Economic props. Then we just had to rig everything up and discuss some ideas. Runt om Olles hotell
så ska det vara
så ska det vara så här en guldfågel, en ananas silverfärgad.
Skjut ut igen.
Hey!
Ja, det blir så här blått ljus typ. Det är så här, är det med minuttjägarna typ. Ja.
And then we found a UV lamp.
Ser det konstigt ut med glasögon eller? Nej. Alltså du ser inte ut som att jag hade velat träffa dig i en mörk korridor typ. Ska du ha de stora lamporna eller ska du ha en liten?
Tror jag. Typ så. Vi testar koppla in den här så det ser ut.
Ja. Ska jag koppla ur UV-lampan eller? Vad har UV-lampor för fördelar?
Jävligt coolt.
Det är bara jävligt. Det är så simpelt. Ja.
And then we finally plugged it all in.
Intens. Annars hade jag en superhög munk i ser färger runt. Det är riktigt jävla häftigt ut härifrån. Vi ska släcka.
The funny thing is that it was super cold at the day of shooting, and Olle, you remember Olle, he was only allowed to wear a bathrobe.
Vad kallt! Men, får jag ha något under?
Right when we were about to start shooting, we had some issues with the smoke machine, but eventually we got it to work. The reason we're using a smoke machine is actually because it creates a cool effect when you shine light through it. It creates this mystic environment.
Welcome to my place.
Then it was time to finally start shooting. Most of the choreography is just something we came up with on the spot.
Den här fighten kommer gå i helt stor.
The finger dance that Olle does, you know, that. It's just something he does when he's out at the club. It's stupid, but it works.
To the mountain.
So, we just had lunch and we're about to film the last scenes. So right now we're heading off to Joel and we're actually going to film in his garage. And he picks up and finds the flamethrower. I know, we just make something. So the last step before we were done was for Joel to find the flamethrower. We couldn't figure out how to do it. So we just went to his garage and boy, we improvised. And that's how you make a music video in just one day. Which actually leads us into this video sponsor, Vandalism Sounds. With their subscription plan, you as a producer gets 100 credits each month to spend in Vandalism's library of sounds and products. I used a lot of bass house sounds for the whistle, and their search function was perfect. Under services, you can get access to vocalists, designers, and even mastering. With Vandalism's exclusive sounds, you are now able to buy sounds and vocals limited to 1 copy. We're hosting a competition where you have the chance to win 1000 credits, for the rules are in the description.